Rocky IV has become one of the most divided Rocky films. Especially when it came out, some people thought that Rocky IV was a very cartoony MTV sort of thing. And the whole allegory and metaphor of US versus the USSR was just very, very corny as hell. Plus, there's the little robot that Paulie gets for his birthday, and the death of Apollo Creed. Wow. I really didn't think that Rocky IV was really that bad of a film. Is it as good as the first two Rockies? Maybe not. But still, what Sylvester Stallone tries to go for in this one is something that I do think works for the most part. Rocky, still the most popular fighter in the world, still living the lap of luxury, and one day Apollo hears about this challenge from this huge Soviet fighter named Ivan Drago. Just an exhibition bout, nothing big. They figured that, if the Russian can beat Rocky, then it would be a really amazing victory that they can flaunt. Apollo Creed is kind of sick of not getting the amount of glory and recognition that he thinks he's deserving of. And he decides to counter that offer by challenging Drago himself. Ivan Drago is played by Dolph Lundgren, and what's cool about Ivan Drago is he's this gigantic guy. His body's almost as big as Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he barely says any words throughout the film. Yes, he does have a couple lines here and there, but him being the still, silent, but deadly sort, I thought that was a really good touch. I know some people didn't really care for that, but I personally liked it. And his wife in the movie is played by Brigitte Nielsen, who actually was married to Sylvester Stallone at the time. She talks way more often in the film than he does, essentially Drago's mouthpiece. And yeah, her accent is terrible, but whatever. During their boxing match, Drago ends up killing Apollo in the second round. Rocky decides to retaliate and challenges Drago. And because Apollo was so revered for so many years, and Drago had an easy time killing him in the second round, just about everyone, nobody believes that Rocky can win. And frankly, who can blame her? Adrian tries to talk him out of it, even though she probably does think that Rocky could possibly end up surviving. She doesn't want to chance anything. Paulie doesn't really say in so many words that he doesn't have faith that Rocky can win, but still you can tell by the look on Paulie's face that he doesn't think that Rocky's going to win. But Duke, Tony Evers, Apollo's lifelong trainer, he's the only guy that has the utmost faith that Rocky can win. Not just go the distance and survive, but actually win. Only Duke has enough faith in him to do so. The exhibition bout between Rocky and Drago is going to take place on Christmas Day. And so Rocky and his entourage spend a couple months in Russia, in the snowy area, just training nonstop. He has to go through hell. And of course, Drago's also training all that he possibly can with some steroid injections. So when a fight actually happens, you often wonder, well, I'm sure that people way back when did wonder if Rocky was actually going to win. It seems like such an impossibility, especially given Rocky's age, given Drago's youth, given what happened to Apollo Creed. Yeah, there was so much plausibility that Rocky was actually going to lose. The fight scene in this one is probably the best fight scene of the series. Later went on to get another re-release. It was like the alternate version of Rocky IV. And I still do think that this theatrical version is better, but still, it was great stuff. One thing that people love to complain about when it comes to Rocky IV is the music, because this movie's just full of just montage after montage. But at the same time, the songs that are presented in this, like Robert Tepper and Survivor and John Cafferty, those are really, really good songs there. And when you have such an intense montage happening from two legit titans, and such motivational songs playing in the background, oh, it feels great. Plus, the fact that Rocky has Tony Duke as his trainer this time, it's just amazing. Some of the motivation that he gives Rocky during the fights and during the training things, it's just amazing. Like when Rocky's in the corner and he's screaming in his face, like, "You got him! You hurt him!" It's so amazing. You feel like you can do anything with the Duke at your side. Loved it. And, the fact that this movie is raved as being the thing that really stopped the Cold War, it ended the Cold War, all the more reason why this is a great film. So yeah, even though call it guilty pleasure or whatnot, I still love Rocky IV. It gives me chills in some parts. I want to give it 3.5 stars out of 4. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you again next time.